Well, the roof is closed for comfort as we get set to bring you baseball from Chase Field in Phoenix. Zach Greinke is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
So guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row, nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Peralta is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. D-Row, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not...
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out. The windup and the 0-1. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2-out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, D-Row, you touched it on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. At the plate, A.J. Pollock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, number 11.
And that one just missed outside. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, despite that loss last time out, they've been one of the hottest teams around, winning 8 in a row before that.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
And now here's a look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat is going to win this one.
The 1-2. To short. Right there is Reyes. And there are 2 away now. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. David Peralta. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Jake Lamb standing in now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And Frazier will make the catch to retire the side. Here's Todd Frazier now, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
Todd Frazier.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A bouncer to the left side. Owens has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at third baseman Jake Lamb. Everybody's going to focus on the offense, and rightfully so. This guy absolutely mashes. But he's an adequate defender over at the hot corner. And be on the lookout for him to make a big play today.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting 7th, second baseman.
Set to go now as Asdrubal Cabrera, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Yeah, and some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, and he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up now, Steven Souza. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And gone. An absolute bomb. Solo home run there for Steven Souza. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Just a majestic home run to watch, and I certainly think it's worth looking at with our show track technology. You don't see many home runs in that territory, and with a projected distance coming in at 470 feet, it backs it up. A really impressive blast.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll step in here at 275. 8 home runs and 30 RBIs. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Avila, a native Floridian. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Pitch on its way to Avila. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now the pitch. Here's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is flared out towards second, but there to take it is Cabrera, and with that, the side is retired. Diamondbacks hit the board first thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Arizona. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. Thanks again for joining us from inside the air-conditioned confines of Chase Field in Phoenix. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Riding in once again, Jose Reyes. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man in. That's lifted the other way out to left. Peralta's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Conforto. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Drilled to the right side. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Good work there by... Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Grounded to short. Throw by Reyes is right there for the first out. So 1 away in the inning now, and before we get too much further, let's take a look at where the Mets find themselves in the race for the National League East. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A fastball that just misses inside.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. One and 2 now.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Conforto sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Leading off for the Mets, the left fielder number 50.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. Here's Cespedes with a drive. That's high and deep to left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes, number 33 on the year, as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Here's Jay Bruce now.
Jay Bruce.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Count still at 1-2.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Descalzo charging this one, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Collar is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All tied at 1-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Peralta.
Here in the 4th. Left fielder.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
The 1-2. Line to the right side, but foul.
As a pitcher right there, do not be surprised if he throws the same exact pitch. He was lucky to foul that one off.
Missed with a slider. Shot towards first. Smith ranges to his right, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Lamb.
Ready for another chance. Jake Lamb so far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a ball 1-0. One and 1 to count to Jake Lamb.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In his career, Souza hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career.
He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. And that just misses the pool as it's off the wall. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double.
When you play with fire, you have to expect to get burned once in a while. He's about as hot as you can get right now. They continue to pitch to him, and he continues to make them pay. Nice double off the wall here.
No balls and a strike to count. Wheeler pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. Liner toward right center, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Cabrera.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that just misses the pool as it's off the wall. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Marte backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for the Mets.
So here now is the pitcher, Zach Wheeler. And with a runner already in scoring position and one away, he is likely not to be bunting here. He's set and the pitch. And a little surprising to see the bunt still on here, but he puts it down anyway. And that's the second out.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Hit in the air to center field. Owings ranging into the outfield. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is. Up next for Arizona, Daniel Descalso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He pulls this one into right. Cruz is there to put it away for out number 1. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Owings comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Hit back toward the mound. Right there is Reyes. A spin and a throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. In now, Zach Greinke. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he is into second with a 2-out double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a 2-bagger.
So 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Ready for another shot now, Michael Conforto. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Jay Bruce stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 the count to Jay Bruce.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. Runner goes for second. Line towards center field. Pollard
makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first.
And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with the hit and run on as he gets doubled up on the line drive. And a foul tip held onto here at strike one. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. He'll try again, 1-2. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work.
Now Frazier with a drive, well hit out to deep left field, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier, number 31 for him on the season, and the Mets have taken a 3-1 lead.
Boy, when the leading MVP candidate steps into the box, I'm not sure it's wise to challenge him, especially with a pitch like this. But they do, and he makes them pay for their mistake. He's been doing this all year long.
Into the box, Dominic Smith, as he lines it out to center. Pollard is there, and he'll make the catch. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Sent on the ground out to second. And a flip to first from Cabrera in time for the first out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Striding in once again, David Peralta, 1 for 2. He singled and grounded out so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
And that misses, 2-1. Three and 1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting guaranteed fastball.
Jake Lamb standing in now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Whoa, that ball was close, whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
In now, Steven Souza, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He doubled his last time through. And he takes strike 2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Missed with a breaking ball.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Bullet back up the middle. Conforto is there, 2 gone. Ready once again, Alex Avila. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Daniel Descalso, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. A high fastball is in there.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Here comes another 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Diamondback. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Brad Boxberger will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Paul Goldschmidt will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now here's a line drive that will make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis d'Arnaud. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Belted high in the air out to left. Peralta going back. Still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside. But that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Into the box now, Zach Wheeler. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, and good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out. Digging in to try it again, Michael Conforto. He came across to score after doubling in his last at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. Conforto behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
2-2 the count. The 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Outside in a full count, 3-2.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. He loses him on ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes from the stretch.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Pollard will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Mets 5 and the D-backs 1. Here's Chris Owings now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Line drive to center field. Conforto patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Seventh inning here in a 5-1 ball game. A ball and 2 strikes now.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Paul Goldschmidt becomes the second out of the bottom of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Mets 5 and the D-backs 1.
Your attention, please.
Here's Jay Bruce now, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And right into the shift. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Todd Frazier will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Heading out towards shallow right. Souza is under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith, who could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
And now that'll up over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that, the inning comes to a close. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Soft liner to the right side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in once again, Jake Lamb. Last time through was a base hit. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cespedes comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Ready for another chance, Steven Souza. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it's a foul ball. Marte, the runner at first with 2 gone. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Liner in there for a base hit.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Bruce giving chase. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're down here 5-1. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Zach Wheeler, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Souza on the move. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay, and he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. So coming to the plate, Michael Conforto. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. They're up 5. John Ryan Murphy will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Chris Owings waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. Taken there by Cabrera. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Shortstop, number 16, Chris Owings.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Chris Owings. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still throwing strikes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Owings will turn and head for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Well, we were just wondering about him maybe getting a little tired out there. Now the extra base hit. He's pitched well here, and he's given them all that he's got. But I think it's about time to make a move for a fresh arm.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Paul Goldschmidt. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Owings leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Hit hard on the ground is short. Right there is Reyes. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, A.J. Pollock. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the run will score from second here to make this a 5-2 ball game.
Yeah, 1 a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have made it a memorable weekend. They take 3 out of 4 as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
5-2.